stated. So now, when so much mouth is speaking or so much voices is speaking, you're not speaking now for us as the diaspora, and you make it look like the diasporans are little kids coming from somewhere and they were just living life up. Now they come here and they're used to certain things, so they don't know nothing. No, it's not so, because as you said, too much voices speaking. If we have one centralized voice speaking for the community as a body of people, then you can hear better. And then in fact you find the government, the police and the system that's already here will operate efficiently to help protect us also. You understand? Because of course every one of us go to any country, we are going to help develop that country with our
5 cents.
5
cents, 5 cents, 10 cents, dollar, 1 cent, 5 cents, 10 cents, dollar. Our little change.
With our little cents. You understand? And it goes a long way. So, by the grace of the Most High, your mindset must be changed. You cannot let internet govern your view, and you have to look between the line and really realize it's not always that as how you see it. I'm a Jamaican. Some people say, oh, that's why you are different. No, it's your mindset. It's your mindset. We didn't come here.
Our attitudes.
Yeah, we didn't come here for none of that. We come here to hold our head down, secure something for the little boys, and that they can enjoy life, and they're seeing both sides of the spectrum now, and they are going to be richly blessed based on living in North America and coming here at the same time.
Let's ask the boys, how safe do you guys feel here, guys?
Very safe.
I'm a bit scared. I'm a bit scared from what I heard.
Okay, for what you've heard. Very
good.
good.
Dying, and one of the people who died, all what she's saying, very, very scary.
Exactly. That's
saying.
because you're listening to whatever is happening on YouTube.
Exactly.
But at the same time, I feel alright because nothing bad has really happened. I've seen a lot of bad stuff that have happened to other people, like Uncle Patrick, like that. But I've never seen any other bad
nothing has
stuff
happened to us personally. You know, nothing great has happened to us personally. Except I think I did share about us, our phones being stolen. But that's a little thing, you understand? Compared to the gravity of something.
And that's good. And that's because what? I didn't lock the door.
Our negligence.
That's again.
My husband's negligence.
Because I was distracted by somebody.
Always have excuses.
See,
that's the cows and the goats, you mean?
Yeah, she loves cows and goats. They love cows and goats.
So back to you boys.
What do you say?
So you guys said you feel very safe in the Gambia, and we love it here. I'm not putting words in your mouth, right? So when we see all those things going on YouTube, as you said, Desi, is because of what we are seeing on YouTube. We go through the video and we say, oh my God, look at this, are you kidding me? Then you guys begin to get scared. It's like, what's happening? Like, you understand? But in real life, being here in the Gambia, you guys feel very safe. You go down the road to the shop, you go and buy. Guys, our kids can't do that in North America, in the West. The kids, if you see the kids here, you know what, I don't want to show the people's kids on there. But if you see the kids here walking around on their own, 3-year-olds, 3-year-olds, 4-year-olds, 5-year-olds going to those shops on their own, and you tell me that there's lots of crime.
No, they're protected. The whole community, like they're smart, they're street smart, and their wisdom, like everybody would be looking out for everybody.
So this is not happening in a place where there's lots of crime. Parents are not foolish. You understand? To have their kids walking around on their own and knowing that they feeling so safe that they know that they will be protected because there'll be an uncle nearby to help them cross the road. There'll be an auntie to help them. You understand? So there's no way that a place like this can be the way that is being exaggerated on YouTube. There's no way a place like this can be this safe for the people that live here, and also for us, if we really sit down and think about it. And as we said, it's the people who are advertising how dangerous it is and how single ladies shouldn't be coming to the Gambia.
Yeah, I mean, and that's
those who are
clickbait.
not even here.
Those things are clickbait, and as I said, those things is what really make you think and believe that this is what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, I hear so much people that watch your channel, our channel, and they would think that we are in different places.
I'm telling you.
They would think that these guys is like, are you guys really in Gambia?
Are you guys
Like,
in Gambia? And we are in Gambia. We are here. Those YouTubers you will go to check out their videos who are spreading all sorts of foolishness, they are not here. They are not here in the Gambia. This is the sad part about it. They are not here in the Gambia. Come on, guys.
So yes, family, if you really are looking for a place to really develop and to build, like how everybody else is in North America go away to build something somewhere else, listen, you can't find a better place. From my perspective, you can't find a better place than here to actually do that. I mean, I can't speak about nothing else. Blessings, all right? I can't speak about nothing else more than what I have experienced. And if I speak beyond that, then I would be lying. You understand? I understand. And why would I want to say something about something and create this illusion of negativity? Then no, you will get people in their own country scared, but you can't follow these type of things, that you have to really read between the lines.
Yeah.
And I like how you said that too, Maria. I like how you said that. If you see all the kids them of all different ages, little kids, you know, of all different ages, and how they are moving on the road, and you're thinking that where's mommy and daddy? And mommy and daddy live 3 miles up the road.
Yeah.
Mommy and daddy's 3 miles up the road, and these kids just move like it. And we now, in coming from the West, we are going to say, boy, we can't afford for our kid because kidnapping this and kidnapping that, and you don't know this and you don't, somebody stalk it, and there is where the danger is.
The funny thing, even in Canada, I think I've said that too. Even in Canada, we were living, like our house was here, and the park where the kids would go play was about 2 minutes walk from the house. And we would, even less, we would come out, babes, we would come out of the house and watch the kids go to the park. And one of us would make sure that we are there with them at the park. If they want to go on their own, we would say no, and we would be iffing and butting and like, oh, no. If we do let them go on their own, we would be out every 5 minutes, making sure, shouting, Dionel, they're still making sure that they are still at that park.
And that's the reality, because we know the real deal. And then, look at both of the kind. You have people here, oh my God, you guys coming and this, that, and they can't wait to go there. And as soon as they reach there, they never know what racism is. They never know what discrimination is. They never knew until, like, as they come off the plane, it's instant. They're gonna see it.
So in summarizing this video, what I would say for us, the diaspora, I always talk to the diaspora. When I speak to the Gambians, or when I'm speaking to my Gambian audience, I say it's my Gambian audience. But because I know it's mostly the diaspora who are watching my videos, I say for us, remember, guys, remember the reasons. Really, those of us who are leaving from where we're coming from to go to, or we are thinking or planning on moving to go to wherever it is that we want to go to on the continent, whatever country, whether it's Gambia or whatever. Remember the reasons why we left. Something must have been going on very wrong where we're coming from to have left there and want to come here in the Gambia, because nobody will tell me that they just left and they didn't see anything about the Gambia online and they just left. And they just left where they're coming from and came to the Gambia. Right? We saw it online, we know what it looked like. Even if we were not there, we know what it looked like, and we were saying we are coming. Right? So I would say, remember why you left. And while you are here, tell yourself, when I came here, I was very excited to be here. I said, this was my life. This is going to be my life. Nowhere you go to, things are going to go smoothly. No matter where you go to, there will be hiccups on the way. In the Gambia, there may be more hiccups. You may need more water to drink to help you with those hiccups. But remember the reason why you left where you were coming from to come to the Gambia. That is the main thing, us remembering why we left. Because when things go wrong with us, we always tend to forget the good things and only focus on the negatives. We forget why we left and only focus, oh my God, this place is a shithole, this place is this place is that. You understand? And these places, and there are thieves everywhere, murderers everywhere, this everywhere, that everywhere. The reason why we left where we're coming from is because something was wrong there. And we knew that where we were going, things would be better there. So when you get here and you see the same things that are happening where you're coming from are happening here, calculate, figure it out in yourself. Is it on the same level? Is it on the same level that it's happening here compared to where you're coming from? You understand? Because people were terrified to the point, even in the States when we were here, all our brothers and sisters being killed. People were terrified to the point that they wouldn't allow their teenage sons or young adult sons to leave and leave their homes and go out on the road. They would be afraid. Am I going to get a call in 5-10 minutes after he leaving? Will I get a call saying that he was killed by the police? That's how sad and dangerous it was, or it is.
Yeah. And to be free from that type of stress, that type of nuances, it's just like that brother from Go Black to Africa, and it's really the mindset, and that's the key. You can't lose focus of your goal and the reason why. You understand? And
what happened to the brother Go Black?
Oh no, he speaks about along the same line of these things. He never say. He's still saying to people, no, you can't follow that people. That's why I leave. When he said, damn, put the D before the thing. Damn
Erica.
I just love how he said it. But no, you can't lose. Listen, if you lose that focus, that mindset, and your why, yeah. Once you lose that, everything else is going to change. It's going to change. As I said, we come with our family. We come as a family. We tell ourselves that we're going to be a family. If we're going up the road, the whole family.
Yes.
And then because of that, we are not just thinking of us when we are doing things. We are thinking of them. So that same mindset would have to take place, where we all realize, when you come, don't think about you. Think about the others that will come.
Yeah. Righteousness. So, family, it's a very long video, but as I told you guys, I want to keep sharing our thoughts and ideas with you. And that's why the videos are so long. It cannot be 10 minutes if we're just jumping around, and obviously we're not going to give you 40 minutes video of us jumping around. But when it comes to us really having those conversations, we want to make sure that we express ourselves and we are able to ease your minds. And as I said, I'm not easing your mind and saying, oh, there's nothing here and everything is nice here. No, ease your mind as to letting you know that when we go online on YouTube to find information on what's happening in some way, it may not always be correct information. Okay, Grand Rising family, Grand Rising. How is everyone doing? Hope everyone is well, the best of health. Oh, I forgot my water under my desk. Hope everyone is in the best of health. So we want to continue where we left off, talking about what we can do as a diaspora coming to the Gambia. I will say the Gambia because that's where we are, but of course it go for everyone, every African country, I guess, no matter whether it's African or not. It's just traveling as a diaspora when we go places where a lot of us are moving to, because it's not just visiting. We're not really talking about visiting a place as a tourist, but where we are moving to. And everything we speak is our opinions, things that we think would work if we all come together with the same mind to work on that, right? So somebody commented under my last video. Someone commented and they said the diaspora should set up those organizations before moving to the continent. They should set up those organizations where they are, and then when we move over here, then we're able to connect and bond. The only thing with that, what do you think about that, Liz? Like he was saying that we should create those organizations before moving out of wherever we're coming from. So when we get to the continent, we're just able to bond and be with each other. But let me first tell you my opinion. The only thing with that, it makes sense that we are coming with an organization. So when we get there, persons are able to have someone already on ground. But the only different thing with that, we are going to many different countries in Africa. So we're not sure who's coming behind us. You understand? Except if you say there's one organization for everyone that moves to the continent, then that makes sense. But if you're trying to set up an organization or create an organization where people are moving to different countries on the continent, then it has to be done when you get here. It has to be done when you get to the Gambia. So we know that if there are 20 of us, then we know that the 20 of us, we come together, we sit down. Is this guy kidding me? Or does he think he can go? 20 of us, we sit down, we talk about it, and we plan something amongst ourselves. It doesn't even have to be 20. It could be 5 people, it could be, you understand? But we talk amongst ourselves, those of us who are already here, and we set it up that those who are coming after us are able to have support when they get here.
Yeah, it's a good idea to have, and I think they did have a community like that here. There was a community.
We did mention that there was one or two.
Yeah. So
that were here. I think Code and another one.
Yeah. So it would have to be something where the group of people that are coming together for this specialized or this special type of group for us to help those that are coming here have to be peoples who are really honest and earnest to the core about really helping people. And you being the hungry mom, probably you could be a person to spearhead something like that, but it can work and it can happen. But and I'm only saying because when people don't know people and stuff like that, sometimes growing up I always hear so much different things, but people will quick to find negative than to look for the positive in things and seek out issues, and it end up just destroy something that had good intention behind it and fruitful for us. I mean, basically, how we started with what we started, and I didn't want to be, in this type of video thing with you, but I see how much people it helped because of we taking the first step, and every area and everything obstacles that we went through, we were able to help it forward, or help it pay it forward, or something, pay it forward, mm-hmm. Right? And you were
forward is this way, not in the
okay. Pay it forward so that others were able to come, paving the way so it's so easy for other people to come and navigate themselves without an itch, so to speak. So it's a
we will always have hitches. Is it hitch? We will always
obstacles.
We will always have obstacles, We will always have, when we come, we know by now, those of us coming to the Gambia, that it is not smooth sailing. Everything will not go as smoothly as we expecting it to go, moving to a different country. We will come thinking that everything is okay, because if there was none of us on YouTube, none of us talking about the things that are going on the continent, everybody would be coming with expectation, with very high expectations, thinking that things will be, just as they used to, and thinking that that everything is going to work out perfectly, especially when we have videos of people just showing only the good and exciting times. Because when we were coming, that's all we saw. People were having fun, people were enjoying going to all those places and whatever, and just people out the diaspora having fun. We were saying, oh my God, like we saw together, we saw whatever. So if you don't know, if you were not watching other videos to find out that really, if there were not a few of us who were actually saying what is happening here, then a lot of us would be coming with very high expectations.
Yeah, so it's just a different perspective that suited us and suited what we were, looking for. So our navigation for that was different. And I guess most likely when you're looking for something, you'll find what you're looking for. If you're not looking for that, you have a different view or a different perspective on things, so to speak. But yeah, it can be done. It should be done.
What can be done and should be done? You mean the organization?
Yes.
Okay, so when you mention
a platform.
Yes. So and the thing is, what happens when we think about creating organizations and those kind of things, the obvious thing that we begin to think of and begin to go wrong is that when people start creating those organizations, they put themselves in a place, like whoever started it, they put themselves in a place where they say, oh, it's my organization, I started it, it's my people, my platform, and you understand?
So
and then we then we want to become leaders, we want to become the head of it. We want, you understand? So we're having those issues.
Gatekeeper, so to speak.
That is why they don't last. That is why they soon, like after a few months or so, everything falls apart, because people are creating, I'm not going to say people, those groups are being formed, and people are beginning to get over themselves, into themselves, and all about themselves, that they don't continue to realize the reason why they started the group in the first place was to help the diaspora who are coming. Everybody wants to begin to make, like, everybody wants to begin to get benefits out of those groups, and make money off of each other, and you understand? So that's what happens. So when you have those groups happening or being created, the person who started the group and created the group is the one that's getting all the benefits. And then they're not thinking of, if something should happen, then we all should be getting benefits from whatever it is that we are creating or whatever it is that we are starting. So that's where things go wrong, when we begin to think only about ourselves, because we started the group. We start to think about ourselves, and we start to get greedy, and we start to think of different ways to get to make profit off of each other and all these kind of things. You understand? So we already established that an organization needs to be formed, right? And especially it should have been done a long time, because as we said, we know that there were one or two groups, organizations that were started, and whatever went wrong, we don't know the inside details about it. We want to start something, so when people come, especially we're talking about single women, people are going to come, and they're going to be saying that they are big women, they don't need babysitters.
Or comes from anywhere.
or counsel from anyone. But the whole idea of the group is just so you know that you have support. That's it.
When it was really for good. But I mean, again, as a community of people, our diasporans are coming here. We have to start learning and understanding. We are all dependent on each other. We are all important to each other. And like for me alone, us alone can't do it. It's going to take the whole community for it to happen. Because now, how are we going to protect individuals or other women who are single that is coming here and don't understand the inner workings of the country? You might look at the YouTube channel and you might see one thing, but when you get here, it's a total different thing. And you have to your mindset have to be different. You have to realize we are in 2024 now. Things is not what you think it is. It's not a hunky-dory thing. So
the entire world.
Yeah, exactly.
It's changing.
And it would make.
Things are getting more.
Yeah.
People are getting more wicked by the day.
By the day. But it would make it look like, oh my God, all this thing is happening here in Gambia is so bad, and that's not true. In fact, I find that the more developed a country is the more sophisticated the crimes are. Gambia is not on the map of. I mean, right now they're developing. We're just having proper infrastructure now when it comes to road, and even some of these roads is like kind of it's good. Highway, yeah, you know what I mean.
But
so
you can see all the
nuances in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Based because of we coming from somewhere else, and then with our experience, now we can share it in a better way that it would work well for us as a people and the country. But if we don't have our community and realize that we are a community that is being left out, so to speak, everybody is protecting themselves. We have to come to that place and do it, and it can be done, but we have to change our mindset and realize I am you and you are you know what I mean? As diaspora. And if we don't understand that, then you're going to come seeking an identity, seeking a cultural experience, and then that's even another story. Right now, I like the peace that I find here. I don't have to look over my head if I hear or be discriminated by other people other than myself. But we're trying to help other people now to say, listen, you don't have to come here and look at these things from a negative point. Look at the positive point. It's at the root. It's at the grassroots level. Now you can actually help it and mold it and help to bring positive things, to steer it in the right way so that it don't quickly go left. And that's what happened with the communities that were built here. It was needed. We saw the need, and those who started it started to get all eyes on them, and then step in, and it becomes selfish and self-centered. But at the same time, there's good to be done, and we have to really start doing that, because when somebody is here or any one of us is here, we need to know that we can feel safe in the spaces that we are going into. Righteousness, and to feel safe in those places is to have a connection, is to have a sense of family, a sense of community. Other people would not be having the same type of views that we are now experiencing with those ladies that have passed away, right? But how do we fix that? And it's really start with a family, just like we started what we started, and a group of people begin to build that and plant that seed and nurture it. Before the branch grow crooked, you nip it. But if here needs more water, you don't water only one side of the plant. You know what I mean? You water the whole thing so that it can grow proper and grow in a good and healthy way. So when the fruits is bearing, everyone can benefit from it. Not just our community only, but the community within the community, because we are coming here not to just leech or live off Gambia, the diaspora, or the Gambians, but we are coming to contribute. But if we start having the building it and saying this is mine and this is mine, then you are segregating yourself in a negative way. You know what I mean? Which is not going to bring any benefits and any help to anyone at all. It's more of a destructive thing, you know, but it can be done. How can it be done? Forums like these, and start setting a platform to get people to start looking, and when you have 10 or few more people have the same mindset, the light will begin to grow brighter and brighter, and then we can see our way better as a people.
Okay, so mind you though, the group, organization that is being started will not prevent things from happening.
No.
Like we say, oh, these things will not happen. It will not prevent anything from happening. What would happen with us having an organization is that we'll be able to, there will be people who will be able to, whatever we create amongst ourselves, there'll be people who will be able to stand and speak for us as a community.
Yeah.
So when we go out there, and we begin to demand that the police look into stuff, then they will do that. When we go out there and we begin to demand that justice, if that's what we want to call it, justice for whatever, as long as we are sure that this is what it is. If we go out there commanding justice for those things that are happening, then we'll be able to be taken more seriously.
Yes, the voice will be heard, yes.
Because if all those sisters were murdered, as we keep saying, if they were all murdered, which is poison, whatever, what I'm saying is that their family members should be the number one people who would step up and say, no, we're going to start calling the American embassy, we're going to start calling the British embassy, we're going to start calling this. Then when they are sure, when they have already got done, what they call it, postmortem and everything, and they are sure of the deaths were murders, then the community now, that organization, our body now, would be the ones to go after and say, so then now that we know for sure that they were murdered, we want justice. You understand? But we cannot just each take things and because of some videos that were left behind, which I'm not going to say whatever, I'm not putting it down or saying it didn't happen, I'm just saying that we cannot just take those things as evidence. It makes no sense. Those are not evidences into anything. What the evidence is something being investigated, and the evidence being given to the authorities who are able to investigate it, and then a result is given when it is investigated. Then we know it is considered murder. You understand?
Yeah.
And if the Gambian government or police or whatever it is cannot do it, then obviously the embassies have to be involved in those investigations happening. You understand? So the organization is not going to be there to prevent stuff from happening. Things are going to happen. Every country you go, things are going to happen. Whether you are in third world, whether you are in first world, in second world, whatever world we think of, we want to go, things will happen. Now everything is getting more evil in this world. And we have things happening everywhere. But for those of us who are in the Gambia, on the ground, we know for a fact that it is way better than where we are coming from.
Yeah.
When it comes to crime,
Yeah.
it is way better.
Yeah.
There was a time I could say that all you will get in the Gambia is robbery. When we first come in, that's what I would tell people. That's all you will get here is robbery. Now we see murders happening. And only to find out that they are not Gambians who are doing it. So we know that we are in a good position when it comes to crime happening here, right? And as I said, I feel very safe.
Yes.
I think we can say for us as a family, we feel very safe, even if we know that there are people who are being robbed and people are trying to take stuff from us at every turn, and this is very frustrating and so on. We know that it is very safe here. You understand? It doesn't mean that there are no issues. There are lots of issues which I've spoken about many times and brought out to the open. Frustrating things that you can find yourself in. But when it comes to talking about murder, guys, when it comes to talking about crime, Gambia is, I think, very safe. and people shouldn't be saying that they're not going to be coming to the Gambia, or people shouldn't travel to the Gambia and doing all those things. It should not be happening.
Not to cut you,
the way that it is.
Not to cut you, and you're right. And all of that is because those are onlookers who are outside speaking about what's happening in, and then they're saying this is not that. And so now, when so much mouth is speaking or so much voices is speaking, you're not speaking now for us as the diaspora, and you make it look like the diasporans are little kids coming from somewhere and they were just living life up. Now they come here and they're used to certain things, so they don't know nothing. No, it's not so, because as you said, too much voices speaking. If we have one centralized voice speaking for the community as a body of people, then you can hear better. And then in fact you find the government, the police, and the system that's already here will operate efficiently to help protect us also. You understand? Because of course every one of us go to any country, we are going to help develop that country with our
5 cents. 5 cents, 5 cents, 10 cents, dollar, 1 cent, 5 cents, 10 cents, dollar. Our little change.
With our little cents. You understand? And it goes a long way. So by the grace of the Most High, your mindset must be changed. You cannot let internet govern your view, and you have to look between the line and really realize it's not always that as how you see it. I'm a Jamaican. Some people say, oh, that's why you are different. No, it's your mindset. It's your mindset. We didn't come here.
Our attitudes.
Yeah, we didn't come here for none of that. We come here to hold our head down, secure something for the little boys, and that they can enjoy life, and they're seeing both sides of the spectrum now, and they are going to be richly blessed based on living in North America and coming here at the same time.
Let's ask the boys, how safe do you guys feel here, guys?
Very safe.
I'm a bit scared. I'm a bit scared from what I heard.
Okay, for what you've heard. Very
good. People are dying, and all what one of the people who died, all what she's saying, very, very scary.
Exactly. That's saying. Because you're listening to whatever is happening on YouTube.
Exactly.
But at the same time, I feel alright because nothing bad has really happened. I've seen a lot of bad stuff that have happened to other people, like Patrick, like that. But I've never seen any other
nothing has happened to us personally. You know, nothing great has happened to us personally. Except I think I did share about us, our phones being stolen. But that's a little thing, you understand? Compared to the gravity of something.
And that's good. And that's because what? I didn't lock the door.
Our negligence.
That's again.
My husband's negligence.
Because because I was distracted by somebody. Yeah.
Always have excuses.
Once you lose that, everything else is going to change. It's going to change. As I said, we come with our family. We come as a family. We tell ourselves that we're going to be a family. If we're going up the road, the whole family.
Yes.
And then because of that, we are not just thinking of us when we are doing things. We are thinking of them. So that same mindset would have to take place, where we all realize when you come, don't think about you, think about the others that will come.
Yeah. Righteousness. So, family, it's a very long video, but as I told you guys, I want to keep sharing our thoughts and ideas with you, and that's why the videos are so long. It cannot be 10 minutes if we're just jumping around, and obviously we're not going to give you 40 minutes video of us jumping around. But when it comes to us really having those conversations, we want to make sure that we express ourselves and we are able to ease your minds. And as I said, I'm not easing your mind and saying, oh, there's nothing here and everything is nice here. No, ease your mind as to letting you know that when we go online on YouTube to find information on what's happening somewhere, it may not always be correct information. It may not always be what it is, except if you're getting it from someone who is in the area where you desire to go to. So if you go back on YouTube and you check all the videos that you see of all those things, you will realize that those people, they are not in the Gambia. Majority of them are not in the Gambia. They just relaying information that they hear from sources, from people in the Gambia who already have preconceived mindsets, and they just relay information that may not be accurate. All right? Peace and love. Say bye, family.
Bye.
Bye, family.
Bye.
Now is my time to shine. When your time comes, don't postpone it. When others down and out, you don't condone it. Truth be told, yourself is your toughest opponent. When your moment comes, grab hold and own it. Never let go, stand tall and hold tight. Overcoming obstacles is the objective in life.